Hello everyone, welcome back to Up Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to add ScoreApp quiz responses in Microsoft Excel. Let's suppose I'm using ScoreApp for creating the quiz, and now I want that as soon as a new quiz will be submitted in my ScoreApp application, automatically the response of that quiz should be added in my Microsoft Excel sheet. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between ScoreApp and Microsoft Excel, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of an amazing automation software Up Pabbly Connect. Now here we have ScoreApp in our trigger and Microsoft Excel in our action. So we are going to connect both of them by using Up Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically add the responses of ScoreApp quiz in our MS Excel sheet. So let's suppose I'm using ScoreApp to create quiz, and now I want that as soon as a person is going to finish the quiz, automatically the response of that quiz should be added in my Excel sheet. For that, we are going to create an automation by setting up a connection between ScoreApp and Microsoft Excel, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of an amazing automation software Up Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Up Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect. When you will reach here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. This is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now, and it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on the dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save the workflows. As you can find, I have two folders here. In this test integrations folder, I have saved a lot of workflows. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. So let's do that, and here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Add ScoreApp quiz response to MS Excel. Okay, so after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this test integrations folder. Now let's click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. Now what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two concepts or the two principles on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happen, and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose here we are going to take ScoreApp in our trigger and Microsoft Excel in our action, and we want that as soon as a new quiz will be submitted by a person in ScoreApp, automatically the response of that quiz should be added in our MS Excel sheet. We can find that our action is a response towards our trigger, because when the trigger happens, that means when the quiz is submitted, then only the response is captured and then only the details are added in our Excel sheet, otherwise not. Okay, so after understanding this concept, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, and that is ScoreApp. So let me select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. Now what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start or trigger. So here our trigger event will be quiz finished, as we want that as soon as a person is going to finish the quiz which we have created, submit the quiz, then the response should be captured here in Pabbly Connect, and with that response the workflow should get trigger. Okay, so for that we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. We need to follow these instructions step by step in order to connect our ScoreApp account with Pabbly Connect. And for that, the webhook URL which is provided to us is going to act as a bridge for sending the data of finished quiz towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us first of all copy the webhook URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So let me take you towards ScoreApp, and then we have to go towards integrate section from the left side. After coming here, we can find the option of webhooks. Let's select it. And now we have to add a webhook over here in order to connect ScoreApp with Pabbly Connect. Let's edit the connection. And now here in the field of webhook URL, I'm going to delete the existing URL, and I'm going to enter the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay, now let's click on save. As we have done that, the webhook is added. Now let's move further. Here we need to enter the details in these fields. First of all, in the webhook secret key field, we have to enter the webhook URL once again, which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. And now we have to select our event. So our event will be quiz finished. So here our event will be quiz finished. So let us select send over here, as we are commanding it that as soon as a person is going to finish a quiz, the response of that quiz should be automatically sent towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, now let's click on save. and here our changes are saved. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that it is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission. How we are going to do that? By submitting the quiz which we have created, and as soon as we will do that, the response of that quiz will be automatically captured here as a test response. Okay, so let me take you towards the quiz. So this is the quiz which I have created, okay, just a test quiz, and now I'm going to enter the details first of all to start the quiz. Because I'm doing a test submission, here I'm going to enter dummy details in these fields for a dummy user. Okay, so let's start with the first name. Let's say the first name will be test and the last name will be user. The name is test user. Now let's enter the email. Let's say the email is testuser49@pabblytudes.com. Okay, now let's click on start. So these are basic questions which I have used in my quiz. You can add the questions as well as the answers for your quiz according to your choice. Okay, are you using any CRM? Let's say I'm going to enter yes over here. And the next question is, are you satisfied with it? So I'm going to enter yes once again. Okay, so my quiz is submitted. Now let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that as soon as we have submitted the quiz, the response of that quiz is automatically captured here. So the event name is quiz finished, and here are all the details of the quiz. The status is finished. Are you using any CRM? The answer is yes. Are you satisfied with it? And the answer is yes once again. Okay, so here I have received the score because I have not created the quiz based on the scores. But when you will be creating a score based quiz, then you will receive the score also of the user who has submitted the quiz. Okay, now because we have received this response, that means our integration between ScoreApp and Pabbly Connect is successful. And now whenever a new quiz will be submitted in ScoreApp, automatically the response of that quiz will be captured here in Pabbly Connect. Now by using this response, we will move further. Our objective is to add the details of this quiz in our Excel sheet. So for that, we are going to connect our MS Excel sheet with Pabbly Connect. Let's move towards our action step, and in our action application, we will select Microsoft Excel. And now we will select our action event. So our action event will be add row to worksheet, as we want that the response of the ScoreApp quiz should be added in our worksheet in the form of a new row. Let's click on connect. And now from the given options, because I've already built a connection with my Microsoft Excel account, I'm going to select existing connection. For building a new connection, you need to click on this add new connection button, and then you have to click on this connect with Microsoft Excel. Okay, now let's click on save. And with this, our Microsoft Excel is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now let's move further. Here we need to enter the details in these fields in order to add the data in our Excel sheet. First of all, we need to select the workbook name over here. First of all, we need to select our workbook in which we want to add the data. So here the name of my workbook is ScoreApp Quiz. I'm going to simply select the same workbook over here. Let's search for ScoreApp Quiz workbook. And we can find that as soon as we have selected the workbook, the drive ID is also selected over here automatically. Okay, so we will move further. The next is a worksheet which is already selected as sheet 1 because we have only created sheet 1 over here. Okay, we will go back, and here we need to enter the details in these fields one by one in order to add the data in our Excel sheet. First of all, it is asking us for the name. We have already received all these details from our earlier response, that is from ScoreApp response. So we will simply map the data one by one. So what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and here are all the details which we have received. We want to map the first name. So let us search for that. Here the first name is given. Let's select it and it will be mapped. Okay. The next is the last name. In the same manner, we are going to map the last name also. Here's the question. Are you using any CRM? So let us map the answer for this. Are you using any CRM? And the answer is yes. The next is another question. Are you satisfied with it? So here once again, I'm going to map the response, that is yes. So I have mapped all the details. Now, why we have mapped the data instead of entering it manually? Because we want that as soon as a new response will be captured from ScoreApp, that means whenever a new quiz will be submitted in ScoreApp, automatically all these details should be replaced with a new detail of that new user who has submitted the quiz. But in case if we will enter it manually, then it will become static, and then it is not going to change with each and every response. Therefore, in order to automate the entire process, we have mapped the data over here. Now let's click on save and send test request button. And here is the response. In the response, we have received all the details, first name, last name, as well as the response. Let's go back towards our Excel sheet. And here we can find that yes, automatically a new row is added in our worksheet along with all the details, first name, last name, and the response. Are you using any CRM? And are you satisfied with it? Okay. This means that our workflow is successful and we have successfully built a connection between ScoreApp as well as Microsoft Excel. So now whenever a new quiz will be submitted in ScoreApp, automatically the details of that quiz will be added in our Excel sheet. So let's check this workflow once again. Here I'm going to submit another response in my quiz. So once again, I'm going to enter details. This time another details. Let's say the name this time will be dummy user, another email address, and we will click on start quiz. So this time I'm going to select another response. Are you using any CRM? Let's say I'm going to enter yes over here, but are you satisfied with it? So I'm going to enter no in this. Okay. So I have submitted the response. Now let's go back towards our Excel sheet, and here we can find that yes, automatically without any manual efforts, within seconds, the response is added in our Excel sheet. Dummy user yes, no. Okay. This means that the workflow is running perfectly fine. Let's go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will summarize what we have done here in the workflow. So we have taken two simple steps: trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken ScoreApp, and in action, we have taken Microsoft Excel. And we have connected both of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new quiz will be finished in ScoreApp, which we have created, automatically the response of that quiz will be added in our Microsoft Excel sheet. Okay, in the same manner, you can very easily create this automation to add all the details of your ScoreApp quiz in your Excel sheet without any manual efforts. This was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.